So we've been meaning to do a health update on Adonis. July was a very, very busy month. We were just coming back from Valencia, and all of a sudden Adonis starts losing his appetite. In Valencia he was eating less, and Annabelle too, so I think it's the heat. But here Annabelle still eats a little bit, maybe better because there's no heat here, but he wouldn't. There was one day that we were avoiding a hypo and he was barely eating, so I was like, okay, we can't have that. Like, he's diabetic, he has to eat. It's not just honey on the gums and diabetes, they have to eat to be able to recover and not need to go to the hospital. So I took him to the vet directly. His regular vet was on vacation. He was going on vacations right when we got back, and he came the day that he wasn't working just to see him. But because I had just come back from Valencia, I forgot to give him gabapentin, so he couldn't see him. And he said maybe it's the stress of the trip, but my colleagues are here. If he doesn't get better, just bring him. And then he got worse. There was this preventing hypo moment, and then the next day I took him to the vet, to a colleague of him in the same practice, with gabapentin, 150 milligrams. If you guys understand, that's a giant dose. And yeah, so we do a blood test, and his kidney values are elevated. Everything looks normal, no pancreatitis, and the vet just sent him some medicine. And if he doesn't get better, let's do an ultrasound. So we went home. He got his infusion that we showed here. That was the last health update. He got better directly. Then, as we were finishing the medicine, he started getting bad again. I think this was middle of July, and his vet was coming back now in August. As he was getting better, though, he also started having these little accidents. Like, after sleeping, there was a little pee leak, which he doesn't want to tell. It's okay, mi amor. I'm not gonna put him to sleep in the kitchen or in the bathroom ever. If this happens, I have pee pads. I'm not making him feel bad for it. It wasn't like when he had diabetes and he was in purpose going and peeing around places, but it was more like a little bit. Yeah, doing laundry in the middle of the night, or waking up like in continuous alarm. He had an appointment middle of August with his vet. He was coming back by the end of July, but he's just super booked. So I called and I said, I want to do an ultrasound so we can have this when his vet is back. I can keep him on the medicine, and then he's stable. And if there's any appointment earlier, and they say, oh yeah, there's one in the 30. So I took the appointment. We do the ultrasound a week before he comes back. That was on a Monday, and I'm there with him. They had to sedate him because he was really naughty kitty. The doctor, she's super sweet. And she's like holding his paw, telling me, yeah, there's some inflammation, and there's something I don't like. There's some areas weird around the kidney. One kidney's a little bit big. I was really panicking. I probably don't have the memories fully straight. It's just a shocking moment for me. She said it could be a tumor, or it could be inflammation. She said lymphoma. So I said, like, yeah, let's check, of course. And then she did an appointment for that Friday. And that night I was talking with some people I trust a lot, that have helped me already with the diabetes of Adonis. And we were thinking, like, like there's a lot of IBD signaling also, like this inflammation could be on the food. They were eating just like this low carb food, more like fish stuff, sometimes chicken. And I thought, okay, his vet comes back on Monday, and I'm like feeling, what if we are rushing? Let's change the food first. And his vet is coming the next business day. We switched the food to raw cooked because he wouldn't eat it raw. We added a supplement and stuff. I was so overwhelmed. I fully forgot to think also kidney food, and I thought it should be the same as good. Yeah, so he started getting better. He started needing less medicine. He was taking 3 types of medicine. So I canceled the biopsy. I said we are gonna wait. Yeah, by the time that we see his vet, he's feeling better. Not fully. He still needs medicine. He has recovered half of his weight, and he does a blood test. His kidney values are a little bit better. There's still an elevation from January because he gets checked twice in the year, and he's really relieved that it's better, because he was really worried from seeing the previous test that we did before. He touched him and said, like, I can tell one kidney is a little bit bigger, maybe one kidney is overworking for the other one. I'm like definitely gonna be narrating what the vet said a little bit off because I'm not a vet. They also did a urine test, some lymphoma urine test. Is it itchy? It was negative, but he said it could also be false negative. But it's good that it's negative. And yeah, he's so worried, he's so caring, and I feel very safe with him. He doesn't like him though. I really wish the vet saw how sweet he is. The vet doesn't know him. Like, the vet knows complete different Adonis. Like, it's like Adonis. Yeah, so then he said, I cannot tell you what we should do right now. I'm gonna wait on the other P test to see if there's protein loss, like other things, and I'm gonna talk with other colleagues. I want to get to the bottom of this. We're gonna do whatever's best for him. I'm gonna get back to you. So I waited a few days, and by the time that he get back to me, I tell him that he's doing a lot better. Even his glucose is better, he's needing less medicine, and since his appointment, I switch him to diabetic friendly, IBD friendly, kidney friendly. Very hard because they don't like everything. He said it's good that he feels better. It's really good. But the blood tests are concerning and the ultrasound is concerning. After talking with my colleagues, we all concluded that we can't have a full diagnosis without a biopsy. I can assure you there's no risk on the recovery. The only risk is the regular anesthesia. He has gone under anesthesia several times as he gets his dental stuff. The opening will be like 2 centimeters. We're gonna take a tiny sample, and we need to have, that's the only way we can get a full diagnosis and use time to our advantage, use his strength to our advantage, and make sure that he's fine. I want everything that's best for him. Said, like, I don't want a decision right now. Sleep through and write the next day. So yeah, we knew that night we should do it. So he still had the P incidents, and he still needs a little bit of medicine here and there, appetite stimulant. I think we had like 2 full good days, and I wrote the vet, like, what if he's good? Like, what if he's just all reverting? He called and he said that they do the ultrasound before the surgery, so they will do it, and if they see that it's all back to normal, which is, I mean, maybe, I guess it's hard, then they wouldn't do the surgery. But if he sees then at that moment that the ultrasound, then they proceed with the surgery. So yeah, that's the news. He's gonna have a little surgery. He also is gonna be wearing a little onesie. I'll be keeping you guys posted, and he's gonna be fine. He's doing so much better. I'm always so surprised how fast they can recover, and then when they get bad, it just feels like the end of the world. It's a little bit of a long update. So I'm not worried. I feel like knowing that they'll do an ultrasound, and if the food had helped, there's no surgery happening. But if there is something, then we can treat it. And he still have lots of adventures ahead, so we're doing anything we can, anything possible and anything impossible for him.